Of course, you know it's the Matter Drive 961, Shal, Marshall, Goofy, and Dingers. And the Vibe Queen is in the building.
Let's go.
Fay-Ann Lyons Alvarez, a.k.a. the Boss Lady.
This one? Hi.
The Boss Lady. What's going on?
Hi. I'm okay. But your table can move and stuff.
Boss Lady, what you trying to do there at this point in time? You're trying to connect with?
No, I do business all the time, darling. You go about your business.
Oh, okay.
Go about yours.
No, but I want to make sure I have full focus now.
No, you got my focus. I send focus. I send focus. I can multitask, you know.
All right, so we're talking about the music. We're talking about your studio. We're talking about all the great stuff that you all are doing as a team.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us about, well, I saw you all have these gentlemen here. Bad Royal?
Bad Royal is here. They're
Right.
here. They're in the building.
All right, and obviously some music project, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, definitely Bad Royal is signed to my decent label, which is Major Lasers.
Right.
And we've been doing stuff for them via the internet, so to speak, meaning that, you know, they would send stuff to us, tracks to us, and we would send back the finished product and stuff like that. And we kept inviting them to Trinidad because something magical happens when producers come to Trinidad, and they right now, as we speak, in the studio actually building beats from scratch.
Right.
So which means they came, we introduced them to doubles, they went Maracas Beach, they went different clubs and stuff like that, and you know, the whole culture, I mean, it's not carnival time, but the culture, the people, everything that we expose them to, every single day they go in the studio and they build stuff from scratch because they're seeing new stuff and they're being exposed to new stuff. So it's really affecting them from a different level.
Right, and because of this influence with the new producers, I'm not taking anything away from Static, right?
Oh, Static is my boy.
Yeah. I realize he's the in-house, that's the in-camp producer.
Am
I fair?
He's Ground Empire resident, so to speak.
Right.
Static is one of the people. Sorry, not to cut you. But Static is one of the people that before we started Ground Empire, before we even had studio and office and all these things, he was one of the people that I spoke to and said, listen, this is the idea that I have. I want to create something and I need people that are willing to work from the ground up and rebuild. And he's like, yo, no problem.
All right, with him and the Bad Royals, that kind of thing, it's kind of influencing the sound of your music now.
Yes, it is, because we have the ability to experiment now. I mean, before you weren't exposed to different elements, from people from different backgrounds bring different things to your table when you sit down.
Yeah.
So for us having Bad Royal here, where one is Swedish, one is Israeli, one is something else, and one is French. He just spoke like 7 different languages in the office there. So it's like, and then you have the West Indian base Static in terms of his heritage and his background in terms of music, and you do stuff with them. It's like you're turning from hot to cold in terms of not that one is hotter than the other, but with respect to the different temperatures that you get by dealing with different producers. So they really challenge you from a musical standpoint, because as you know, we write our own stuff. So it's really challenging, and it's in a good way to be able to sit down and do an EDM track with Bad Royal, and then in the evening go do a soca track or Afrobeat track or whatever with Static, all in the same day.
What are you getting from your fans with the change of the sound of Fay-Ann Lyons, the change of the sound of Bungie Garlin? What are you getting from the fans?
They love it. I mean, the real hardcore, die-hard people, they love it because they're understanding that at the end of the day, just as you grow older as a person and you develop in your life, you know, you have family, you have kids, things have to change. You know, if you keep singing the same style and doing the same type of music for all the days of your life, then that's where you'll stay. And the only how you'll get anything done is by being a little bit daring and brave and venturing out into the unknown and seeing what happens.
Evolving as an artist,
yeah, you have to evolve, and with that evolution comes risk, and the risk you take is you will lose some people along the way that may not understand your mission.
Right.
But if you want to keep everybody in your corner, now chances are if you keep doing the same old, they won't stay either. You understand?
True.
So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you keep singing the same thing, they'll stay, but only for a time period. But then if you dare to do something different, you know, you'll lose some of your fans saying, well, hey, that's not the Fay-Ann or the Bungie or the whoever that I know, and I don't really like this direction that they're going in. But then that's a good thing, because they're merely removing themselves to make space in your life for the new fans and the new people and the new experience you're going to get. What's the sense you're living a life and you're going through the motions and reliving the same exact carnival every single year?
Well
you
said.
want to do something different, and people don't understand.
It's close to the definition of insanity.
Yeah, because people
yeah, because you come on and expecting different results.
and people don't understand from an artistic standpoint. One can't stand on stage and simply do the same thing all the time because you get bored mentally, and it affects how you feel as a person. So people don't understand that. All they care about is, this is who I know, and if you don't do that, then you're not the Trinidadian artist that I grew up and loved. Yeah, Denzel Washington's do about 15 different roles, and everybody like, oh my gosh, he's fabulous, and all of them. I think we should just allow our local artists to just be as diverse and as dynamic and just explore and do stuff. Because we applaud other people when we see they're doing marvelous stuff. You know? Rihanna is Bajan. She's not singing soca, but the Bajans love her. So then why our Trinidadian people can't say, well, if a Bajan could break away from the mold of doing soca and go sing something else, then why can't we allow our Trinidadian artists to evolve and go do something else? I mean, they're still Trinidadian, and doesn't matter where they go, they'll still be carrying Trinidad on their back.
All right.
Just step back a bit, Faye. You said earlier about the Ground Empire. Explain to me what the Ground Empire is.
The Ground Empire is simply a group of like-minded, professional, ambitious individuals that work together like a network. So we have DJs, we have producers, local and foreign. We have songwriters, myself, Ian. We have performers. We have a whole bunch of people. We have.
So why you don't let other people write for you? Sorry to cut you.
Because I can.
Okay.
It's
all right. Fair enough.
That's it. Because I can. If I couldn't, then I would. Then fine. I have nothing against songwriters, but I'm a firm believer. My dad told me many years ago, it's better to teach a man to fish, and he'll fish for a lifetime, than to give him a fish, he'll feed him for a day. So my look on it is, I've seen some songwriters take advantage of artists, plain talk bad manners, and I've seen artists take advantage of songwriters also. It works vice versa.
Yes, ma'am.
But the idea of me sitting down and waiting for somebody to tell me what to sing and when to sing it, it doesn't sit right with me. I'm a hands-on type of do-it person. For instance, I like to train myself just because, not because I can't afford a trainer or because I don't have trainers. It's just that it's a challenge. I like challenge and stuff. I get bored mentally very quickly if I'm not doing anything. So you'll find I'm doing like 3-4 things at the same time.
As you talk about training, you look great though.
Thank you.
I know. Yeah.
My husband tells me every morning. I know.
Wow. Which is very important.
You like to watch a thing.
I must bring in the fitness because no, I'm not throwing no stone ding dong. I'm just applauding her on looking very marvelous because it's very important. I find
it wasn't in context.
How?
With the interview.
Was he disingenuous, Dom?
I thought it was a disingenuous.
No, but it's part of the lifestyle, and people need to understand that. So I wanted Fay-Ann, to cement that.
I like the tone you use, man.
Okay.
Me like how you
Why you find I come across too?
It was a bit vulgar.
Oh my God! Oh, you reached there. Nah, but all right. So, and you all like, because you all are doing a lot of stuff. When you look at the festival you all were a part of,
Glastonbury.
That is like the biggest festival in the world,
and we're booked back for that again for next year. It's the biggest, I think. Yes.
Could you quantify how much people you perform for on that day?
No, because how it's done, it's not an actual. You're not performing in an actual venue, performing at stages.
Okay.
So people come and they look at your performance and then they move to the next stage, and so it's really like an open concept type of something that's over acres of land, and you have like small stages, big stages. Festival so at one point in time, you'll see like a tiny stage with like 1,000, 2,000 people packed in front of it, and nobody knows who the band is. So that's the thing. That's the wonderful thing about doing festivals like that. You're exposed. It's not only namers. I mean, Kanye was there, but it's not only the big name acts that you see on Glastonbury. It's people, they use it also as a tool to market and expose people to different genres of music. Because when you're walking through, one minute you're hearing rock, next minute you're hearing R&B, next minute you're hearing pop, next minute you're hearing Europop. So it's like really, really crazy. And then of course, one of the stages you would so.
What did you take away most from something of that magnitude performing there?
The open-mindedness of the people. They had no clue who we were, which was excellent for us because it means that you're actually reaching a very virgin audience, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they stood, they partied, we tested waters with the little Trinidad dancers, how to whine. Of course, they don't whine like us Trinidadians, but they were pretty good. Yeah. And it was really good to see that everybody enjoyed the performance. And when we were finished, they were like, listen, you need to bring them back next year. And because they're different zones, they tend to, I guess they shift people if they're bringing you back. So you don't play the same spot, or for want of a better word, venue that you would play last year. So last year we played like a particular zone B or whatever the case is. Then next year they would move you to a different zone.
Yeah. Oh. There's so much content in Fay-Ann. Just Faye,
let's beat any background here. You embarked on something you call Afro Soca, right? Explain to me exactly what is Afro Soca.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is Afro Soca is our concept of understanding that when you link two countries that have two distinct type of music. Now I know everybody have it where Calypso come from Africa and soca and this and that and the other, right? From what I understand, that may be true, right? But here's what I am dealing with. I'm dealing with the soca part. A man named Rash Shorty you understand, conceptualized something called soca many years ago.
Right.
And he delivered it to Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
And that soca was created from elements of African and Indian music.
Yes.
Right? So that's what we were working. That's the template we worked with from day one as soca artists, so to speak.
Yes.
Right. When I decided to do an actual song from the ground up, designing with Stoneboy B, an actual artist from Ghana, what I did is we went in the studio and the music, the elements, everything, some was taken from their style called Azonto. I don't know if people are familiar with the Azonto, the dance and the music and how they do. So you have some elements from that.
Right.
And then you have, of course, the soca elements. And then he does dancehallish style stuff along with his native African stuff that he does. Because he does like a wide range of different type of music. But mainly he's known for that aggressive. Because when people heard it, they were like, this is Busy Signal. Like, no, that's Stoneboy B.
Right.
So if I am doing that, I'm bringing his energy, his country to my country and merging it. I think it's only out of respect that I put the Afro part in the soca and not just call it soca. Because then I would totally be ignoring the contribution and the elements that he delivered and he supplied to make the beat.
Yeah.
So I know there's been all this nonsensical talk about, well, what is Afro soca? It's soca. It doesn't matter what it's called. The point is we have authentic people from the motherland doing music with people from the Caribbean, and both sides is loving the music is good, everybody's enjoying it. It's like, what do you care whether it's black or white? You understand? The point is we're all people. So the Afro soca was born out of showing respect. Because we have no problem saying chutney soca.
We tend to nitpick a lot.
We have no problem saying chutney soca. We have no problem saying raga soca. We have no problem saying rap soca. We have no problem saying pop soca, island soca, all these different things. What is the problem? If Calypso come from Africa, then what is the problem with adding that African element to it via name? We're using all the elements.
Yes.
So what is the problem with saying, okay, it come from you, we're going to put your name on it.
And it's a gateway as well for our music and our artists to get to go to Africa.
And we have a lot of African dancers that come here. I mean, I've gotten like 200 African natives actually following me. And also what people may not know is we're linked with AzaNation. AzaNation is a group that if you notice on the music, they put Motherland Certified. So AzaNation is a group that they create these kind of links because they love Caribbean music and they love our art form.
Yeah, I think we have Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks. Hello. David. Golly God, what's up?
What go on, sir?
Yeah, just cool. All right, so we here with the boss lady, Fay-Ann.
Hi.
Whoa, what's up, sir?
How you doing, sir? I know you always busy. You can't stay one place at all.
Yeah, well, Mavado, we're talking about the music. We're talking about the music, the Afro soca, the collaboration with yourself and Fay-Ann. How did that come about?
Well, we don't know, me and Fay-Ann them did this big show in Cayman.
Right.
I think a couple months ago, you don't know. And Fay-Ann and Bungie has always been a fan of Mavado music. Likewise, Mavado just the same, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, you don't know, it's on the right part to happen, and this is actually my first official soca. You know, people used to always say that me and them do songs and things like that, and I could never recall that, but
Right.
this is really the first one, you get me?
Yes, I. Yeah, man. All right. So, well, it's nice to have you on the line. And confirm that we are trying to get you on FaceTime, but it's all good same way. Well, I know you're in a studio session, all right, but thanks.
Yeah, because I'm just on the road, I try to sort out something, because, you know, I'm heading to Bahamas in the next couple of hours, you know, so we're just out to try to fix things, but as I say, you don't know. This time when I'm seeing right now, you know, it creates a big buzz right now, you know, so even Jamaica people feel the same way, you don't know.
Yeah.
So, you know, keep it late in the same way, you don't know. Big up Trinidad and Tobago, and know, so God, that will be there soon, very, very soon, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm asking, Fay-Ann,
Yes,
big
sir.
up, you
Yes,
don't
sir.
know.
Bless.
But, yeah.
Yes.
Back to back.
Back to the word.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Brooks. Yeah. So, it's a pity you didn't get on FaceTime.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
Did
but
you
it's all
not
good.
hear he's coming soon?
Yeah,
I know
yeah, but
Hint,
of
hint.
course, you're all kind of setting up things. So, a grand show. I don't know if you all plan to have a big show
We have no plan to have no big show.
to kind of showcase everybody, because not just Mavado is my brethren. Oh gosh, Shal, don't do that. Sasko, Agent Sasko,
And Cardinal.
Cardinal official. You know, because
It's not a setup for a grand show. It's just right now. It's preparation for it's preparation for success. You know, this is the groundwork people see in here. This is not the preparation for a show. To do this for a show would defeat the whole purpose of what Ground Empire is about.
Right.
It has nothing to do with, well, let's do a bunch of collabs and bring in a set of names and then throw a big show in the stadium or something like that.
Yeah.
This is bigger than this.
Right.
This is about opening a different segment of Trinidadians' perception of music and the talent that the artists have.
Right.
So it has absolutely nothing. In fact, well, I can't tell you yet. Well, we have we have collabs with other artists that are Grammy Award winning pop artists and stuff like that coming out, which is due to be done after Carnival. I don't like the name drop until things done, because then here's the thing: people don't understand that people's schedules has changed and things has happened, and I'm not one of those artists. If you know me, they say, well, you know, I linked with this one and that one to get a shine on. I'm not like that.
If I get your shine, yeah, all of a sudden you coming in, it will be well said. Go on. Drop a name now, dong. I know you're inside.
Nah.
You can't do it.
Can't do it.
So where's the blazer you said you was gonna put on?
Oh goodness
With
gracious.
the boss lady, everybody's well attired. I don't know.
I just kick it simple today.
Okay.
The ball is being impressed by too much vanity, so I just happen to just take it down.
Come on. Don't do that. Don't show off the interview now.
Anyway, Faye, yo, so we talking music. We play a lot of your tracks before. The Stone Boy, this Afro Soca beat. What else is in store? Are you gonna continue yourself and your significant other, your husband? Are you gonna continue in this vein?
Well, we're just doing music, you know. That's the nice thing about writing for yourself, is that you control your creativity, you control the direction you want to go music-wise.
Mm-hmm.
You control what you sing. So if 12 o'clock in the night we decide, you know what, we want to do something else other than the Afro Soca beat, or do a pop soca something, or create a whole new vibe, then we have the studio there, we have the producers, we could just run down and do it, and we don't have to wait on somebody to get that energy started for us.
Yeah, because you all seem to be in a different atmosphere.
Yeah, well, we've always been in a different atmosphere, and I think it's just that a lot of people didn't understand that is not a bad thing. Being different is not bad.
Right.
And in Trinidad, a lot of people perceive being different, looking different, acting different, talking different to be a bad thing. And for me, I believe that God designed me to stand out, so I'm not
you'll
trying
chart
to
your
fit in.
own course from the beginning.
You just do you. At the end of the day, you can't please everybody. You walk outside, they don't like your top, you go take it off. Between two toes, you're naked.
Yeah.
And then they go like the shape of your body, so you might as well just be happy and do you.
So is it fair to say that you all basically transform the thinking of Ding Dong? Because his level of causality is off the chain.
Well,
you know?
well,
Him as an
You have a hand. When you go away, you have a hand in his place.
I watch you.
You have a say at all?
I have no say in what Ding Dong
Fay-Ann.
wears and what he buys.
Fay-Ann, when all the touring at Ding Dong, sometimes you don't see
Pull him
Ding
aside
Dong.
now.
You don't see Ding
Pull
Dong.
him aside anymore,
Listen,
right?
we believe in artistic expression, and we believe
And
that.
he takes it to the nth degree.
Listen, we believe you only live once, and we believe that he should be allowed to express himself in whatever way he
Well
sees
said,
fit,
well said.
as long as it does not infringe on anybody's civil and
You don't infringe on your eyes. Faye, I'm interested to know, you ever had a long career. What is the standout moment thus far? You could look back and say, boy, yeah, I do that.
Again.
There's been a bunch of them. I mean, one when I had my daughter, performing pregnant was like a big feat because at the end of the day, I had preeclampsia. Hence the reason why I was so swollen. And people thought I was greedy and eating for two. It had nothing to do with eating for two. I actually had preeclampsia and it almost developed into eclampsia. And that's why we had to do the premature. She was born prematurely. Right. But for me, people didn't realize that because I performed during the carnival season, it was like an aerobic session, and that is what helped keep me alive because I actually performed. So it was like every day you were getting exercise, and I wasn't just at home sitting down or watching TV or not really doing anything strenuous. So sometimes when man plan for you, God does have bigger plan, so you just had to go with the plan that God have for you. Yeah, so a lot of people, wouldn't understand why I would see that particular time in my life, because that is the time I could have died. Preeclampsia is serious. A lot of first-time parents get it, and it's a serious issue. But we just look at it, you swell up, so you 10 for 2. Preeclampsia.
All right, so yeah, Fay-Ann in the building. Dong, you touch some more tracks.
All we think unless you're to touch the boss man thing.
Touch the boss man thing, man. When I hear Ground Empire gets represented, that's what's up. That's what it's about.
Shut up, well, you just have to say,
Yeah.
You just say when to press play.
Play Bungie, play Gallon, play everybody.
Mother Tribe 961, Fay-Ann Lyons.
But girls rule.
Wow. All right, tune. Oh God, Leon Samuel. You know
What
Leon?
was he going crazy?
Viking Leon. Oh God, the boss lady on the radio. So he excited. There's only flames. He only sending fire.
That's
fire.
my boy.
Yeah. He only sending. He only sending flames. Hot mouth saying, "Oh God, we love it." That's her voice. You know her voice. She ain't easy at all. Janelle say, "You go, girl, powerful." And Melissa says, Fay-Ann, I love you, honey.
Oh gosh, big up Melissa and the whole crew.
Yeah. A lot of
Faye,
requests and things.
I see on social media they use the word AzaSifu.
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means powerful sword. As you know, I like to deal with power. I like to deal with strength. Yeah. I like empowering women. I like I'm not saying that a woman could replace a man in whatever aspect or whatever the case is. I'm just saying we're differently able in terms of strengths, and there are things that we could do that men can't do, and vice versa. But at the end of the day, that the strength of a woman should never be downplayed because she's trying to fit in with the crowd or she's trying to be appreciated or anything like that. At the end of the day, women are women, and you're supposed to be strong. And strong women are people that I admire. And you're whining right now and distracting the crap out of me, but that's fine.
I'm not whining.
I'm trying to distract you.
That's fine.
She bad. Nah, but you know what? I mean, a lot of people, and that's the thing, you really have to be you. And you just have to do your thing, because a lot of people say, "Oh, if Fay-Ann is going so and she too thing and whatever."
And if you ask them,
all they're against a strong woman.
No, if you ask them, have you ever met Fay-Ann? No. You ever talk to she? No. So how you know she have attitude? Well, my partner, my friend did say, and somebody. So hold on. So somebody tell you, well then go jump off a cliff. Because apparently you take a real talk. I don't understand it.
Oh God.
Yeah, make no sense. No.
Yeah,
make no bag of sense.
She back one.
Make no bag of sense.
Oh, you and Ding Dong is deal with each other.
No,
because your mouth are team out
no,
there.
you see, at the end of the day, too, Ding Dong does make sense. You understand? And today we make dollars, and that's my point.
Look him on
Ding Dong, can you speak for yourself? Let me hear you.
Oh, no. I have a representative and she will take the lead today.
Thank you, counselor. Thank you.
Hey, what you done? Watch me. I ain't lying. Wow. All right, so what you call your crew? The Azu is
AzaNation.
AzaNation.
Yes, AzaNation. So AzaNation, everybody, You know, because at the end of the day,
And that's taken from the name, obviously.
yeah, generally speaking, if you look at people who are Fay-Ann Lyons fans, they tend to be strong-minded, intelligent, you know, highly independent, people that they dare to be different. You know, they're strong-minded. They stand on their own 2 feet and they support other people. They're not highly intimidated by other people who's successful. So even if they don't have like millions and millions of dollars like somebody else, you won't find them feeling that, you know, they're inferior or anything like that. And these are the type of people that I like to attract. I don't like weak-minded people because at the end of the day, sometimes you have no real reason for being in the situation that you are. You're just there because you're trying to fit in with a bunch of dodo head people who not really leading you down any part of any sort of success or any sort of proper thing. And you could always tell your good friends by the conversations you have. Now, if you have a friend and he only want to talk bacchanal in your ears, well then, here is the scene. You're wasting time. But if you have a friend who want to tell you, well, hey, you know, the neighbor house up for sale and FCB alone sale, you could go and get a loan. You understand? 6%. Well, that's the kind of conversation we need to be having as people. But so you have to evaluate the type of conversations you have with people to understand where you should put them in your life. Now, you need 1 or 2 bacchanalists because you need a little entertainment at the time too. So,
ding, 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 ding,
you bring in the bacchanalists.
Ding, ding.
You keep the bacchanalists and them handy because, you know, sometimes you're stressed from work and you want to laugh, so you get 2 little kicks. But at the end of the day, big and serious, you have to keep it real. Once you evaluate the conversations you'll be having with people and you realize that when there's an opportunity for you to progress, they're not talking to you. Yeah. But when there's a bacchanal for you to talk and chuck your mouth in, they come in and they sing and hold an audience with you. Yeah. You need to be very wary of that. And I'm the type of person, I'll talk nonsense with you, but at the end of the day, I'm on my grind, I'm on my work. You understand? Work mode all the time, as a mode 100%. And a lot of people don't understand that. So you could jump up with whatever, talk and stuff like that. Keep focused, you understand? Nail head. Make sure that nail head. Always hammer on the nail, not the nail on the hammer. Back to front thing don't work.
That's right. That's right. Hear that.
Words of wisdom.
The original boy, the boss lady boy. The original boss lady. Fay-Ann in the building. Boy, well, as we talk about the WhatsApp and boy, so much messages started coming in. You know, Kavita, yes, we see you. Janelle says, yes, Fay-Ann, preach it. They need to know. Trisha as well, she loving it. Mechanic, big up yourself, my brother. United asking, you see, don't so quiet today, boy. Wow.
Just observing.
Apparently, you have a reputation on the station for giving mass problems.
What?
Listen, y'all do the time on a weekend or once in a while when you're touring and then this is every.
But he's so well behaved on tour. I don't understand.
Well behaved.
He's a darling. In fact, everybody that we introduce Ding Dong to loves him.
No, he has that personality and that character. Yeah.
We have no problems with Dingers on the road, except for the bag of snacks he like to buy with the podium.
Oh gosh.
That's the only problem I have with Dingers. When Dingers go in the supermarket, is level conkles and chips and Fritos and Doritos.
Stop snacking.
That's the only problem.
You with Fay-Ann and Bungie and come on.
You are representing. You are the face. You're representing yourself, your nation, this drive, everything.
The station.
From Monday, I put myself in a different game. Become a goal for the carnival is already fit in a suit and various suits. Yeah. Various suits.
Uh-huh.
Not just one.
Not taking anything from the other artist who has the 1 and the 2 suits. I just say it.
Should I be here for this? Should I leave or is this a 96 joke or something?
Let me leave that alone.
Further afield.
Yes. So Faye, give them the handles. How you connect
at Fay-Ann Lyons, you know, I'm on Facebook, Fay-Ann Lyons, Asylum Family, on Instagram at Fay-Ann Lyons, not at Fay-Ann Lyons 1, just the at Fay-Ann Lyons. The at Fay-Ann Lyons 1 is dormant. It's no longer in use. And on Twitter, just look for the Bacchanal timeline. That's me.
Yeah, that's
But you're more active on Twitter than Instagram.
No, I'm now getting into the Instagram thing because Twitter was easier for me. I mean, Instagram is like it's a whole different concept. So I'm now getting into the Instagram thing. You know, big up Titan for you.
And you could answer tweets?
Yeah. Watch me.
No, I was actually my answers and them sit down.
You so when you answer tweets?
Yeah.
Fay-Ann has Twitter, let you know.
Fay-Ann can't leave nothing in it.
No, but you see, here's the thing.
Fay-Ann mean like that. Ma'am, let me tell you something. She's going in, you know.
Here's the kicks, right? A lot of people is actually think, oh my gosh, I read giving it to she, and we'll be rolling in the office with laughter. I'll be showing down. I say, watch this. And I'll say back something, and the person going on a rant, and I'm like, dude, don't raise your blood pressure. You understand? It's not that serious. It's a hairstyle. Relax. You understand?
Yeah.
And then, boops, here comes the weekend with a hairstyle looking like class, and everyone, my gosh, she's so gorgeous. Dating a supermodel, you understand? And I'm like, you see? So I was on to something for all these years.
Yeah. Now, but class was up from day one,
No, but
man.
I mean,
Class had a look. He just has he look.
He's not just class, he's first class.
Yeah.
Where first? Let's just get hat with hole in it, boy.
No take bread knife and cut it.
Bread knife.
No other knife cutting through them hard. It's bread knife you have to take and cut through that.
Hey, all right, guys. We have mad old school coming up all courtesy Carm. Fay-Ann, continue doing your thing, baby.
Thank you, Darius.
Continue to be strong.
Thank you.
And continue to represent the red, white, and black.
All the time. Thank you very much for having me. Ground Empire to the world. Big up Bungie, big up Shal, big up the whole staff. Pumpy, don't call my phone again.
Oh, head of security. Head of security, we
and
must mention
still-
Pumpy.
Big up yourself. Big up the whole management team, Krista, Lexter, everybody. Bad Royal. Don't worry, we'll take all it for more doubles later. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
You like a roti and a Chinese food now? Oh, goodness gracious. Big up dingers. You know, I know that this guy fight on the station, but much love all the time. Of
course.
Ground Empire, have your back.
Solid as a rock.
Don't worry about that.
I must say, they can't keep us down.
Not at all. Disingenuous.
Fay-Ann, stop
She
gassing him.
She like
Fay-Ann,
it.
stop gassing him. All right.
You're very, very disingenuous. Eh?
Me. Okay. All right. Okay.